Hi everyone, in this video I wanna show you all process how to install hardwood floor on open side staircase. So it's not easy, but you can do it. Let's go. First of all, with floor grinder I clean up stairs and also I do it flat. For covering gap between riser and drywall, we have to make a riser flat with drywall. So in this reason I'm putting blocks on the sides. You will see why this needed. It's really simple. So when I put these blocks, then I can use a stair jig to exactly measure riser with this dimension. Stair jig is really helpful tools when you're doing stairs. Now I'm transferring this dimension to the riser. For marking lines from both sides of this stair jig, I'm using knife because knife show exactly line. If you're using pencil always it's from each side 1/16 out. So total it will be 1/8 and your riser doesn't fit exactly what we needed. To make a nice cut, follow this line what I made with knife. I'm using miter saw, it's DeWalt miter saw 10 inches with laser. So when you have laser, very simple to set up parallel line with, you see, with what I marked. And now I'm doing very straight cut. Now I make cut from another side of the riser. Now riser fit exactly with, between these two blocks what I nailed from both sides, but it's a little bit higher than needed, and I mark line from the back side and then cut it. When you're doing cut on the table, so always set up blade a little bit higher than wood. It's for your safety, because if blade is too high you can make injury by yourself. Now riser is ready, it fits very good. So, and we have another step to do it. We have to make a thread and pre-cut all nosings from both sides and front nosing. Now I'm going to cut short pieces for sides, and I make mark. It's around 14 inches. This is a piece will be for left side, and also I have to cut another piece for right side. Why I'm doing these cuts from both sides? Because this short nosing from the side will be matched with grain of front of nosing. This is a little bit tricky idea. So if you using for sides a different nosing, sometimes grain not matched. So next step, we have to make bird tail for both sides of short nosing. Why it needed? Because we have to make triangle return. You will see it. So just first of all, you see I mark line. We're doing 45 degree cut till this line. and then we're making just vertical cut. I'm doing this 45-degree cut from both sides because dimension very small and it's hard to do it from one side. Now I have to check the length of thread for this step. So I am taking all parts of nosing. There is three parts, front and two sides, and make lines. Middle rectangle, which is close by to the riser, this is exactly size for the thread. In our dimension is 34 and 5/8 length, and it's 5 inches wide. I already pre-cut riser and now trying to fit it. I always do cuts a little bit longer than I measure, because easy work if it's bigger than it's smaller. So you see, I need cut a little bit more, so, and I will do it now. Now if it's fit good, all nosing attached tight to the drywall from both sides, and next step I have to check the front nosing. When I put front nosing and I have a look on the bottom, you will see there is a little gap around 1/4 inch. So, and I have to cut back side of the thread 1/4 inch. Okay, I already cut it 1/4 inch off, and now I'm checking nosing, front nosing. Oh, it's fit very tight. So okay, let's go to do next step. Now I'm making 45-degree cut on front nosing from left side. Then I take short pieces from the left side and make a mark exactly on the edge of the thread, and make on these short pieces 45-degree cut. To secure this small nosing, I put few pins, and also I will put few pins to the thread. Why I'm doing it? Because when I will measure and cut front nosing, I need to keep it, without any movement. Now I am checking how the fit front nosing, so I make it tight with the left side, and now I have to check the right side. So exactly on the edge of the thread I make mark, and I will cut front nosing from the right side exactly to this mark, 45 degree. It's already done. Now I have to measure small pieces from the right side. I make marks, same marks, exactly on the edge of the thread, and cut 45 degree. I secure it with pins and check how the fit front nosing from the right and left side. It's not should be any gaps, you have to be tight. After checking how they fit front nosing and side nosing together, there is no gap, everything tight and looks perfect. I can start glue it down. One side of the thread I made cuts, and it's sharp. Better make a little bit bevel with sandpaper. For gluing down this threads and risers, I will use construction glue. This construction glue very solid glue, and don't forget put glue on the back side of the thread. It avoid any movement between riser and thread, and you don't have hearing any squeaks. I put glue on diagonal lines. Why I'm doing like this? Because old master teach me do it. It's cover bigger place, and you will use less glue. So very economical method and cover bigger space. I always start thread installation from short nosing. I am left-handed. For me, easy to start from the right side. Maybe for you from left side. So anyway, so I install a short piece from the right side, secure it with pins. Then I put on side of the thread white glue, wood glue, to glue it together, nosing and thread, and then I secure thread with pin nailers. I'm using 23 gauge pin nailer. It's Ryobi nailer, very good, easy work with this tool. It's very light. I bought it from Home Depot, used for a long time, durable tools. Next step, I'm installing front nosing. For better bonding nosing and thread, I'm using wood glue. I put it on the groove. And also I put this white glue on the side to glue it together, nosings, side nosing with front nosing. One more I want to say about 23 gauge nailer. Why I prefer 23 gauge. Before I use 18 gauge. 18 gauge nails left big holes, and it's very problematic to fill up these holes with filler, because it's visible, you know. It's hard to match color of filler. But pin nailer don't make any big holes. It's absolutely not visible. So when you just put the nails, these pins, you don't have to fill up it. This is a very good things in my job. Now I'm installing from the left side short piece of nosing. I'm putting wood glue like I did on another side to glue it together. This glue is bonding very fast and hold very solid. This step looks like finished, but not, because for each step we have 9 pieces. So first piece is riser, another piece is, second one is thread, and we have 3 pieces of nosing. It's already 5. So also we have to make returns from both sides. It's another 2 pieces. If you remember, we did cut bird tail, and also we have another 2 pieces to cover the open side between a riser and drywall. So total 9 pieces. Now I fill up gaps between nosings and thread. It's very small gaps, but better if you fill up it with filler. I do it from the both sides. It looks very completed. For nailing this thread and nosings, I'm using 1 3/8 or 1.5 pins. This floor is 5/8 thickness. After finishing thread, it's only left to finish these returns. I'm using scrap from the nosing. So if returned from the right side, you have to cut 45 from on the scrap from the left side. Then mark with knife, cut it and put it in. You see how it's settled. Then glue it. Very simple. So if you mark with pencil, it's not fit, because always triangle will be bigger. So also I check with pull bar how the fit riser tight to the nosing. If need, I can lift it up a little bit and put nails. So if you need to do another step, don't put nails on the bottom, because if you put it, put nails on the riser to the bottom, because when you put it, sometimes riser not straight, and you can put very tight thread to the riser. Now I'm cutting side strip to cover the gap between riser and drywall. So this strip I made from the scrap as well. I need cut only top veneer, because if you cut plywood, plywood will be visible from the front of the stairs. So floor is 5/8, also sometimes 1/8 inch gap. I'm cutting this strip 1.25 inch, sometimes little bit less. It depends, you have to manage it, you know, when you're doing stairs, because sometimes material 1/2 inch, sometimes 3/4 inch, you know, and you have to see how wide it should be, this strip. So this strip 1.25 inch. Some guys using L-shaped corner to cover this gap, but corner very hard to match with color. This piece, in my opinion and my customer opinion, looks more completed. So, and then that's why we always using these strips, covers the gap, and I would recommend you to do it too. I have few videos on my channel where I show it how to install open side stairs, but there was only with music, no explanation, and few guys asked me to explain exactly what you need to do, and I hope now you know everything. If you have any question, don't hesitate, ask me, I always answer you. See you on next video.